External checks are all good. Switches are off. Is off. Circuit break is set. That's right. Battery on, avionics 1. Avionics is up.
Hong Kong ground, Singapore 255 heavy at gate Whiskey 67 with information Juliet.
4255, push and start approved, face northwest.
Hong Kong ground, oh, what's going on here?
Cathay 251, pushback approved, face northwest.
Hong Kong ground, Cathay 251, request taxi. Runway 7 center via Bravo 7 and Bravo, Cathay 251.
Ground already.
Hong Kong clearance, Cathay 675 requesting IFR to Tel Aviv.
I'll grab that clearance, give me just a minute.
Hong Kong Tower, Alpha Sierra Yankee, ready for takeoff, runway 07 right.
I'll have your clearance in just a second.
VFR please, Alpha Sierra Yankee. Alpha Sierra Yankee.
Arriving and departing runways 07 left, 07 right, 07 center. Advise on initial contact you have information Juliet. Hong Kong International Airport, information Juliet. 0930 Zulu, 1100 visibility 6, sky conditions, view at 4,000 feet, temperature 27, dew point 17, QNH 1013, density altitude 1400 feet, transition level 100, arriving and departing runways 07 left, 07 right, 07 center. Advise on initial contact you have information Juliet.
Doug already disconnected.
Well, United 254, heavy ready to taxi to runway 7 left for departure. Taxi to runway 7 left for Bravo 7, Bravo 8, Alpha 1,
cross runway 25 center, then Foxtrot 7, Foxtrot Delta, contact tower 118.7, when ready for departure, and we would like to have progressive taxi, please.
Cathay A57, gate Sierra 290, request a pushback.
Cathay 857, pushback approved, face west.
Face west, Cathay A57, heavy.
Cathay 857, contact tower on 118.7. Cathay 6901, contact tower on 118.7.
Over to 118.7, Cathay 961.
Hong Kong ground, United 559, good morning. Request IFR clearance to Taiwan as filed with information due out.
1 second while I grab the paperwork.
Give me 1 second for that clearance. United 559er, information Juliet is current. Clear to Taiwan via the Delta 1 Charlie departure, then as filed. Departure runway 7 center. Initial climb to 4,000 feet. Departure on 119.1, squawk 1376.
357 heavy. Cathay 316, contact tower on 118.7, take care.
Tower Cathay 316 heavy, ready for departure, runway 7 right.
Hong Kong ground, FedEx 5023, on stand Charlie 34 with information Alpha, ready for push and start.
FedEx 5023, Hong Kong ground, push and start approved, face west.
Hong Kong ground, clear for departure, runway 7 Charlie, climb to 4,000 feet, departure on 119.1, clear to Taiwan via Delta 1 Charlie, departure, United 559.
Give me 1 second for that clearance.
Hong Kong ground, Singapore 665, S Charlie, request, gate, Romeo 17.
Singapore 665, taxi to gate R17 via Charlie.
United 559er, negative. You are cleared to Taiwan via the Dalo 1 Charlie departure, then as filed. Departure runway 7 center. Initial climb to 4,000 feet. Departure on 119.1, squawk 1376.
Daily 1 departure, runway 7 center, initial climb 4,000 feet, departure 119.1, squawk 1376, United 559.
United 559er, read back correct. Ground will be on 122.6.
122.6, United 559. Hong Kong ground, United 559 at gate 13 Romeo, ready for pushback and engine start.
United 559er, Hong Kong ground, pushback and engine start approved. Contact apron on 119.999 for tug assistance.
Pushback engine start approved, 119.99 for tug assistance, United 559.
Tower 118.7, bye-bye Cathay 234.
Cathay 464, request taxi runway.
All aircraft be advised, information Lima is now current. QNH 1026.
Taxi runway 7 center, be in November 1 Mike Bravo. Contact tower on 118.7, ready for departure, Cathay 464 heavy.
Once the valve is open, wing tanks selected.
Ground Cathay 526 heavy at gate November 28, requesting push and start.
Cathay 526, push and start approved, face west.
West, Cathay 526 heavy.
Clear left, clear right.
Hong Kong ground, Cathay Pacific 086, ready for push and start. Cathay Pacific 086, Hong Kong ground, push and start approved, face north. Just start approved,
rotation.
Face north, Cathay Pacific 086, thank you.
12.
Hong Kong ground, United 894, request push to start.
Speed increasing,
Ground,
tact increasing.
request taxi and top. Contact 1 request push back and start top.
Give me 1 second for that clearance. Simbit 550.
Simbit 5509, pushback approved, face northwest.
Good, all pressure's good, throttle response is good.
Simbit 509. Taxi runway 7 right via Hotel 9, Hotel 7, Hotel Juliet 1. Simbit 5.
Strobes are on.
Cathay 147 Heavy, request taxi.
Cathay 147, pushback approved, face west.
Back to normal. Good boost.
Request taxi, Cathay 147 Heavy.
Select off.
Taxi to runway 25 center via Hotel 7, Hotel Whiskey Alpha, Cathay 147 Heavy. Ground Cathay 351.
Right, pushbacks have been unreliable on the sim at the moment.
Cathay 351, push and start approved, face west.
Just start approved, facing west, Cathay 351.
It's released.
Taxi to 7 Center via Whiskey 7, Hotel 7, Whiskey Alpha. Hong Kong Shuttle 688.
All aircraft be advised, information Delta is now current. QNH 1011.
Push and start approved, face southwest, Cathay 316. Ground, vision takeoff prompt, request push and start.
Cathay 888, contact tower on 118.7.
118.7, Cathay 88.
Cathay 888, contact tower on 118.7, take care.
118.7, good day.
On ground, United 559, ready for taxi.
United 559er, taxi to runway 7 center via Bravo 9er Bravo. Contact tower on 118.7 when ready for departure.
Taxi runway centre via Bravo 9 Bravo. Contact tower on 118.7 when ready for departure. United 559.
Cathay 271, pushback and engine start approved, face west.
Cathay 271, request pushback and engine start. Cathay 271, request pushback and engine start.
Cathay 351, request for runway 07, right departure.
Cathay 4904, pushback and start approved, face northwest.
Face northwest, still Cathay 494.
Clear right, clear left.
Hong Kong ground.
Brakes released.
744, information whiskey. Request pushback. Hong Kong shuttle 744, Hong Kong ground. Pushback approved.
Taxi via Bravo 9, then Bravo.
Hong Kong ground. Hong Kong shuttle 744, requesting pushback. Hong Kong ground. Hong Kong shuttle 744. No pushback tug is available to answer your request.
India 1, request taxi.
Valhenia 1, pushback and start approved, face north.
India 1, request taxi.
Hong Kong ground. Hong Kong shuttle 744, requesting pushback. Hong Kong shuttle 744, pushback request accepted.
Cathay 691, contact tower on 118.7, safe flight.
18.7, Cathay 691.
Minute, ready for takeoff.
Hong Kong ground, request push in, start, take south.
Cathay 362, pushback and engine start approved, face south.
Hong Kong Shuttle 744, requesting in pushback. Hong Kong Shuttle 744, request to end pushback received. Hong Kong ground, Hong Kong Shuttle 744 with whiskey, ready to taxi, IFR. Hong Kong Shuttle 744, taxi to and hold short runway 7 left via taxiway, Sierra Hotel Tango cross runway 07 Center Tango Foxtrot Delta.
Hong Kong ground, good day. Philippine 7 is for heavy. Request taxi to runway 25 center.
Tower on 118.
Philippine 784, push and start approved, face northwest.
Philippine 784, request taxi to runway 25 center. Taxi to runway 25 center via Whiskey 2, Whiskey 1, Whiskey Alpha, Philippine 784 heavy.
Hong Kong Shuttle 744, acknowledge last transmission.
Well, air traffic control doesn't do a very good job of controlling traffic on the ground. I'm actually on Bravo and he's turning off. Surely he should be stopping.
Hong Kong Shuttle 744. Did you hear my last transmission? Hong Kong Shuttle 744, acknowledge last transmission.
Cathay 351, contact tower on 118.7, so long.
Hong Kong Shuttle
Tower 18.7, Cathay 351.
is canceled. Radar service terminated. Squawk 7000. Maintain VFR. Frequency change approved. Good day.
Cathay 451, contact tower on 118.7.
7, Cathay 451.
All aircraft information India is now current. QNH 1010.
Hong Kong ground, Golf Romeo Delta Hotel, request pushback and start. Pushback and start approved, face north, Golf Romeo Delta Hotel.
Well, where are you going to go? You know, this is a problem with the sim at the moment. If we can do this, well, why doesn't it realise that I'm here? I just get taxi straight over by 777.
United 559er, contact tower on 118.7 so long.
118.7 United 559er. Good day. Hong Kong Tower United 559, ready for departure.
United 559er, Hong Kong Tower, runway 07C, winds 100 at 7, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 07 centre, United 559. Landing lights are on, taxi lights are off, flaps are set. Clear right and clear left.
Cathay 141, welcome to Hong Kong. Contact ground on 122.6.
Contact ground on 122.6, Cathay 141.
Philippines 784, welcome to Hong Kong. Contact ground on 122.6.
I have traffic down the end of the runway crossing.
Goodbye.
Yeah, long before that anyway.
Cathay 448, contact departure on 123.8.
Fuel conditioning at max.
123.8, Cathay 448, good day. Let's do 5 approach. Cathay 449er.
Cathay 449er, you're welcome. Cathay 384, you'll stay with me for departure.
Remaining on this frequency for departure, Cathay 384.
Airborne.
Cathay 384, contact Hong Kong approach on 119.1.
Going to 119.1, Cathay 384, good day.
Vision 2 Golf Papa, contact departure.
Departure, Vision 2 Golf Papa, heavy.
What is departure's frequency? Cathay 450.
Cathay 450, contact departure.
Contact departure, Cathay 450.
Cathay 929er, welcome to Hong Kong. Contact ground on 122.55.
122.55, Cathay 99, good day.
Cathay 473, welcome to Hong Kong. Contact ground on 122.55.
Cathay 416, contact Hong Kong departure on 122.55.
Good day, welcome to Hong Kong. We are going to 122.55. Bye-bye.
United 559er, contact departure on 119.1.
119.1, United 559.
Cleared to land on runway 17, center.
Hong Kong departure United 559 with you at 1,600 for 4,000 feet.
122.55, Cathay 989. Bye-bye.
United 559er, Hong Kong departure, radar contact, climb via the SID. Cebu 8724, contact Hong Kong Tower on 118.7.
Hong Kong Tower on 118.7, Cebu 8724.
Cathay 216, contact Hong Kong Tower on 118.7.
Hong Kong Tower on 118.7, Cathay 216.
Cathay 351, climb flight level 250.
Cathay 351.
Cathay 351, roger. Cathay 351, climb flight level 310.
Cathay 385, descend and maintain 4,000.
Descending 4,000, Cathay 385.
Cathay 385, fly heading 010.
Heading 010, Cathay 385.
Flight level 30, Cathay 448.
Cathay 448, contact Hong Kong radar on 135.6.
Hong Kong radar on 135.6, Cathay 448.
Cathay 448, climb flight level 280. Cathay 512, climb flight level 280.
Climb flight level 280, Cathay 512. Maintain flight level 280, Cathay 512. Cathay 512, do you have a log-on address for CPDLC?
Cathay 894, climb flight level 340.
Flight level 340, Cathay 894 Heavy.
Departure, Cathay 351, 1,500 feet, climbing to 4,000.
Cathay 351, heavy Hong Kong departure, radar contact. Cathay 351, climb flight level 200. Cathay 443, proceed direct Lick B. Descend altitude 4500 until established on the localizer. Cleared for the ILS runway 25 left approach. Speed at 180 knots until established. United 559er, high-tac departure, contact Hong Kong approach on 123.8.
123.8, United 559. Good day. Hong Kong approach, United 559, with you at 3,100 for 4,000 feet.
Hong Kong Shuttle 558.
United 559er, Hong Kong departure identified. Good evening, Islands, QNH 1012.
QNH 1012, United 559.
Firefly 5885, climb flight level 330.
Flight level 330 for Firefly 585.
Vision 2 Tango Whiskey, contact Hong Kong approach on 119.1.
119.1, Vision 2 Tango Whiskey. 119.1, Walker 940. Walker 940, just making sure we are on the right frequency.
Walker 940, contact Hong Kong radar on 135.6.
135.6, Walker 940.
Cathay 472, climb and maintain flight level 210.
Climbing to flight level 210, Cafe 472. Hong Kong departure, Cafe 946 is with you at 3,000 feet.
Cafe 946 Hong Kong departure radar contact. Continue your climb via BCO 2B, please.
Vacated runway, request taxi instructions. Linear 212, vacated runway, request taxi instructions. Okay, Linear 212 with taxi Victor, uniform 3, stand 207. There is confirm Alpha Bravo, we've landed on runway 07 right.
Cafe 928, climb and maintain 5,000.
Climbing 5,000, Cafe 928.
Cafe 928, climb and maintain flight level 100.
Climbing to flight level 100, Cafe 928.
United 559er, can you please expedite your climb to flight level 140?
Flight level 140, United 559, roger.
United 559er, maintain 14,000 feet.
Cafe 988, wish to amend our cruise altitude to 160.
Cafe 988, climb and maintain flight level 160.
Climbing to flight level 160, Cafe 988.
Cafe 988. Alright, when you can contact Hong Kong radar, that's on 123.7. Cafe 946, contact Hong Kong radar on 123.7.
Going to 123.7, Cafe 946. Bye-bye.
Hong Kong departure, air system 11, starting off with Papa 24 right, leveling at 3,000 now.
Air system 1211, Hong Kong departure radar contact. Continue climb via OCL 1F.
Hong Kong departure, Cafe 988. Is with you climbing through 2,500.
Cafe 988, Hong Kong departure radar contact. Cafe 988, Hong Kong departure, climb and maintain 4,000.
Climb and maintain 4,000, Cafe 988.
Cool, Red 808, Hong Kong approach contact, due high approach on 123.85.
Going to 123.85, Hong Kong approach, cool Red 808. Hong Kong departure, Cafe 472 is with you at 3,000 feet.
Cafe 472, Hong Kong departure radar contact.
Going to 123.7, Cafe 988. Bye-bye. Hong Kong departure, Cafe 767 is with you, climbing through 2,700.
Cafe 767, Hong Kong departure radar contact.
118.7, Fever 123. Cathay 6901, contact Hong Kong radar on 135.6.
135.6, Cathay 6901.
Swiss 106, climb flight level 250.
Climb flight level 250, Swiss 1106.
Singapore 255, climb flight level 250.
Hong Kong departure, Singapore 255 heavy passing 7,400 for flight level 220.
Bauhinia 212 negative, taxi to gate via taxiway Alpha Bravo. Monitor ground frequency for further instructions.
Roger. Continue on Victor, join Alpha, then Bravo. Sorry, your instructions don't make sense. Beyond 212, we're on Victor, holding short uniform 2, and request taxi instructions.
Cathay 766, contact Hong Kong Tower on 118.7.
118.7. Cathay 766, bye-bye. Climb via Pico 2B, Cathay 946.
Cathay 946, climb and maintain flight level 090.
Climbing to flight level 090, Cathay 946.
Cathay 946, climb and maintain flight level 150.
Hong Kong departure. Cathay 90 Tree Heavy is at 12,600 feet, climbing flight level 360.
Cathay 90 Tree Heavy, Hong Kong departure. QNH 101 Tree, radar contact, continue. Cathay 90 Tree Heavy, contact Hong Kong Center on 125.8. Good day.
Cathay 90 Tree Heavy.
Let's turn the lights off now.
Bauhinia 212, taxi to gate via taxiway Alpha Bravo. Monitor ground frequency for further instructions.
There is no taxiway Alpha Bravo. We're holding position. Be near 212.
Cathay 472, contact Hong Kong radar on 123.7.
123.7, Cathay 472. Master Cathay 448 is with you, climbing through 2,800.
System 11, contact Drew High approach on 123.85.
Well, unfortunately, if anyone is watching, which I very much doubt, this is quite a boring flight for watching on YouTube.
System 11, contact Hong Kong approach on
as I've said before in the videos, the point of recording this is for my benefit. If anyone else wants to watch it, that's fine. That's why I've made it public. I didn't just keep it private. But yeah, there's not a lot to see up here. I should probably be talking to myself quite a lot. Try talking to Steve, but he doesn't really answer. All he seems to do is very, very quickly change the frequencies when you need, but he won't switch them over to the live channel. Just change them on the backup, don't you? Chillier out there now, but we're still plus 5 degrees, so we're not really any concerns with icing at the moment.
Cathay 494 Hong Kong departure. Climb and maintain flight level 100.
Flight level 100, Cathay 494.
Cathay 494, contact Hong Kong approach on 119.1.
Track 119.1, Cathay 494, good day.
Cathay 472, climb and maintain flight level 160.
Flight level 160, Cathay 472. Hong Kong departure, Cathay 494 is with you, climbing through 2,700.
Cathay 494 Hong Kong departure, radar contact.
So that's our cruise altitude now, 188 knots ground speed.
United 559er, contact Hong Kong approach on 119.1.
119.1, United 559. Hong Kong approach, United 559, with you at flight level 140.
United 559er, Hong Kong departure identified. Hello. Cathay 888, climb flight level 280.
Flight level 280, Cathay 88.
Cathay 888, climb flight level 350.
Flight level 350, Cathay 88.
Tower 118.7 for departure clearance, Cathay 464 Heavy.
Give me 1 second for that clearance. Cathay 531, contact Hong Kong Tower on 118.7.
Hong Kong Tower on 118.7, Cathay 531 Heavy.
Contact Hong Kong radar 135-06, Cathay 351.
Cathay 892, flight level 700.
Cathay 892, climb flight level 240.
Hong Kong approach, Sierra Foxtrot 86. We are locked on the GLS for runway 13 and are on final approach.
Nogataka Foxtrot 86, contact Kai Tak Tower on 118.7. Cathay 349er, contact Hong Kong Tower on 118.7.
118.7, Cathay 349er, good day.
Cathay 459 is on final, runway 7 left. Cathay 459 is on short final, runway 7 left.
Cathay 459er, contact tower on 118.7 when you're ready.
118.7, Cathay 459er.
Climb flight level 220, FedEx 5023.
FedEx 5023, climb flight level 220.
Climb flight level 220, FedEx 5023.
FedEx 5023, contact Hong Kong approach on 123.8. Cathay 141, contact Hong Kong Tower on 118.7.
Contact Tower on 118.7, Cathay 141 Heavy.
Hong Kong approach, Cathay 902 Heavy. We have the traffic in sight.
Cathay 888, climb flight level 300.
Flight level 300, Cathay 88.
Dragon 375, contact Kai Tak Tower on 118.7.
Pakistan 121, contact Hong Kong radar on 135.6.
Contact Hong Kong approach on 135.6, Pakistan 121.
Cathay 449er, Hong Kong approach, contact Hong Kong Tower on 118.7.
Going to 118.7, Cathay 449er. Hong Kong approach, Cathay 494 is with you, 128,000.
Cathay 494, Hong Kong approach, Roger Islands altimeter 1009er.
Emirates 384, contact Hong Kong Tower on 118.7.
Over to Hong Kong Tower on 118.7, Emirates 384 Super.
Cathay 549er, contact Hong Kong Tower on 118.7.
187 Cathay, yeah, 549er.
Vision 2 Delta Whiskey, climb flight level 240.
Climb flight level 240, Vision 2 Delta Whiskey.
Cathay 767 Hong Kong approach, climb and maintain flight level 170.
Climbing to flight level 170, Cathay 767.
Cathay 767, contact Hong Kong, radar on 123.7.
Going to 123.7, Cathay 767, today.
Departure Cathay 351 4,600 feet, climbing for 6,000.
Cathay 351 Heavy, Hong Kong departure, radar contact, cleared direct HH421, climb flight level 220.
Level 220, clear for HH427, Cathay 351.
Cathay 947, short final.
Cathay 947, contact Hong Kong Tower on 118.7, good day.
Hong Kong approach, Cathay 989 is with you, descending through 11,200.
Cathay 989er, Hong Kong approach. Roger.
Cathay 139, contact Hong Kong radar on 135.6.
Hong Kong radar 135.6, Cathay 139.
Cathay 513, speed 280 knots.
Speed 280 knots, Cathay 513.
Hong Kong radar, Hong Kong approach, Cathay 495 with you descending through 9,000.
Cathay 495 Hong Kong approach, roger. Cathay 495 Hong Kong approach, turn right heading 255.
Right turn 255, Cathay 495.
Let's change that one now, I think.
Hong Kong approach, air system 1211 out of 7,500 for 20,000.
Air System 1211 Hong Kong approach, roger, islands altimeter 1004.
Cathay 526 heavy.
Cathay 526, contact Hong Kong radar on 135.6.
Contact Hong Kong radar 135.6, Cathay 526 heavy.
Hong Kong departure, Cathay 635 heavy, climbing S5000. Good day.
Cathay 316, contact Hong Kong radar on 135.6.
Hong Kong radar on 135.6, goodbye Cathay 316.
Speed 280 knot. Nothing. EVA 855.
EVA 855. Say again, please.
Speed 280 knot. EVA 855.
Cathay 767, climb flight level 300.
Climbing to flight level 300, Cathay 767.
Cathay 448, contact Hong Kong radar on 123.7.
Going to 123.7, Cathay 448. Bye-bye. Cathay approach. Sorry, Hong Kong approach. Cathay 449 is with you, descending through 6,600.
United 559er, Hong Kong departure. Contact Hong Kong radar on 125.325.
125.325, United 559. Good day to you. Hong Kong radar, good day. United 559 with you at flight number 140.
United 559er, Hong Kong radar identified. Good evening.
Well, once again, for anyone who's watching, just excuse me a minute, I'm trying to change my seat level. Not as it looks, I'm not actually doing anything to Steve. If I was, he don't look very excited about it. There we go. Everything's very, very quiet. There's no air traffic about. There's no air traffic control. Right, that's the end of this part for now. I'll swap over to the next video.